Okay. Oh. Hit T. Over there. Still can't get there, so... Hmm.
The rift was a dangerous place, and he had little desire to return. Neither did Rita, but he would not see her go alone. The merfolk believe the 8 arms bring balance to life and death, or so Rita explained as they approached the shrine. Arlo's little head disliked such weighty thoughts. He thought about lunch instead.
Yeah, I would think about lunch too. I think it's a blood truck. There we go. Okay. 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 That's what that is. Oh. Why does it look like I'm gonna get ambushed? Yeah. Right here.
At the shrine, Rita realized she had forgotten the ritual. She needed a druid's help, or it would all be for nothing. She pointed to the old ruins. Could Arlo find the druid who lived there?
What's with that place and being locked? Well, needed things. So. Now I'm gonna question that one. No, yeah, this area and then. I'm in the mood to fight frogs.
A trail of herbs seemed to be leading him to the druid. Arlo wondered what magics they made.
There we go.
A druid's coat of needles can see off most attacks. These frogs seemed to feel no pain.
Perfect.
Thanking Arlo, the druid agreed to help with the ritual. But it could not be done without a special plant from the ruined tower. Throwing Arlo their tower key, they made for the shrine.
Gotta save again. Those frogs can stay down there. I guess I should fully heal. Guess it's ice. There we go. Kinda feels like I'll be going down anyway. So.
There was no sign of this powerful plant at the tower. All Arlo found was an open hatch. Perhaps its power let it grow in the dark.
Moles. I am a little curious what's down there. Looks like a boss fight.
What Arlo found was a mole. His father had told him of these creatures who lived in sprawling underground villages, but this one was alone. Perhaps he'd seen the druid's plant. To his surprise, the mole said he grew it for tea and would be happy to share. However, nothing was ever simple. It was behind a bunker door and the fuse had blown. If Arlo found a new fuse, he could have all the tea he wanted. Arlo had no idea what kind of door problem could not be solved with an axe, but he remembered an object in the smith's stash that might be what the mole was looking for.
This game has me going back and forth, for every single task known to man. And watch it, it ain't gonna be the simplest thing in the world to get. No. Because I'm gonna go up this hill, up this ladder, I mean. Why is this not working? There we go. No! No! Oh. Well, now it is gonna let me pass through. That's very kind of you, game. That's a plus 16 fire. And okay. So the armor that we are going for is gonna be you. Okay, so what about electricity? That might actually be the only one. Poison, I made up my mind for. It's plus 17, plus, yeah, that's the best. Would have been aware, but it's probably gonna be bone. This bone would probably be the easiest thing to get. Maybe that one's better. The Bex. Oh yeah, this is these are all swords. My bad. Okay, so that's gonna be my poison, that's gonna be my fire. I already have good electricity, I just need a good ice. So that's 22. Okay, yeah. Sword. That's a 21. That's 12. Yeah, we are just gonna be the best. Craft. And then the bats. Store. Ice, fire, poison, and electricity would be that one. And bows I'm not even worried about. Oh, down here. That's where I need to go. Oh. Did I make upgraded poison armor? Yeah, because I can. Should be fine. No, I don't want bones. Thank you. Now I need fangs. Straight down, right? Yeah. Save. Come on. Sweet.
It was confusing to Arlo how such a small object could open such large doors. He would have to remember to return to ask one day.
Hmm. Hmm. I needed that. Probably barely have enough to make the armor set. Ah, might actually have enough then. Nope. Takes 5 things. Of course I'm gonna have to fight a spider. Game has such great timing. Bang, bang. Yes. I think that's my last thing for the armor, hopefully. And the game's probably gonna crash. Oh boy. Okay. So the game did crash. And it set me back a lot further than I thought. There we go. Gotta make my way down. Wait, wrong way. Wrong way indeed. There we go.
The mole squeaked happily as he slotted the fuse into a strange contraption. Arlo gasped as the room buzzed, bringing light without any flame.
Yeah.
Nearby
Oh,
came the sound of metal doors scraping open.
I was curious when I was gonna get that. Wow. Let me kill you. Ah, there we go.
With the plant in paw, he promised to return one day for the offered cup of tea. A use for the plant which Arlo resolved not to tell the druid.
Yeah. I don't think that conversation will go too well. There we go. Ah. Save. I'm only 33% through the game, too. Ugh.
The druid already knew the tea recipe and directed Arlo to drop the plant in the cauldron, smacking their lips in excitement. Arlo wondered if his troubles had been for a magic herb or tasty drink. Arlo had hoped for a well-earned nap during the ritual, but it seems even the dead do not rest during rituals in the rift. Arlo had to keep them from the druid.
With these, I guess they're not beasts, they're not bats. Insects? No. Why can't that be hold? You have to repeatedly tap that button. Of course, it resetted me when I didn't upgrade. Come on. Why is it not letting me hit you? I feel cheated. I can't defend against nothing but range. Is it really necessary for me to go through?
Ritual over, the dead rested once more. Rita thanked the druid, and Arlo suggested they return with them. but they refused. They were headed home to try their plant in a brownie recipe.
Okay. Come on.
The Druid card. A wild card in any deck.
Oh, is that it?
Looking at the board, it seemed Merlin was missing some of their cards. Arlo would have to keep an eye out for them on his travels.
I have all of them except for 2. That's funny. I'll accept it, but
Short Tongue had reports of a strange creature in the rift. One that disappears in front of their eyes. It was a stealth claw, he was sure of it. They should go back to where they fought the last one and look for clues.
I can finally upgrade the cook and blacksmith. Ooh, real fancy. Yeah, I don't have any of these ingredients.
Tuck had settled in well at Winter's Edge. So much so he planned to stay and open his own shop. He hoped Arlo might help him collect rare items to help draw in ratfolk from far and wide.
Okay.
The young rat was excited. He had worked out exactly what he needed and asked if Arlo would meet him in the outskirts. Arlo was glad to see Tuck's spirits finally lifted and could not refuse him.
Yeah, he has a good bit of armor sets still. Yeah, because the mole one is just gonna be too much of a pain. Fire, that's already been decided. Yeah. Ice. Fire, ice, poison. Fire, ice, poison. Wow, yeah, electricity. Okay. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next, the shield. Poison sword's already been made. Fire sword's already been made. Backstabber. I already have electric. That's a spear. So that takes care of that. Then sword, poison, yep. Now I need that, so but yeah, it's the best I can do for right now. And yeah, so if you go in here, you got these 4 here, these 4. Yeah, just be simpler to know which weapons I'm relying on. They're all. Why do I have this equipped? I'm mainly just looking for a high-powered gun. 48. Okay. I think I'm ready to take a small break. This game, I'm so used to AI Unlimited that I'm kind of getting real mad at this game. And this game's actually a lot of fun. I just need to take a small little break. That's all.